My name is Sebastian, and today we're going to talk about how you can make some good money online.
I'm Steve. I'm here to talk about a little thing called class actions. You may or may not have heard about it. I was telling you about this check that I got for $300.
$300. And this is based on website that you use, right?
Yeah, it's a website. There's websites that you could use to find these class actions and file claim forms if you qualify, and it's super easy. The way it works is you go to one of these websites, one of which I'll show here, openclassactions.com. Bunch of links to different. Each of these are class actions. So you'll see here you have a compostable doggy bags class action, Victoria's Secret class action, and it'll tell you how much money you could make from it and whether or not you need proof or documentation to qualify.
For example, this 125 Milwaukee Electric Tool Corporation class action settlement, you could get up $20 without proof.
Yeah, you don't need proof for this particular one. For others, you might need proof. In this case, this is some Milwaukee, which makes this company that makes electric tools and handy tools. So if you bought one of these tools and you don't have documentation, receipts, maybe it's from years ago, you could get up to $20 according to this class action. If you do have documentation, you'll see that you could get up to $100. Yeah.
Okay, and then how long would it take for you to get the $100?
So it really varies. I got a check for $300 something last year for this no proof class action. It was a ATM withdrawal fee class action. So it applied to a broad scope of Americans who either bank at some of the most popular banks: Bank of America, Chase, Wells Fargo.
On the search bar on the website openclassactions.com, we'll put it in the link below. You put in there ATM cash withdrawal class action settlement payout, and then it'll give you all the details and if you are qualified to receive money or not, and sometimes you don't even need proof.
Yeah, so this one it's already closed, so it's not taking new claims. There's usually deadlines written for on this website and for these class actions. For this ATM one, this is the one that I'm just showing this one as an example because I received a check for it. So this one, the deadline passed in 2022, in May of 2022, and then the payments were sent out sometime in June 2023. So just as an example, it took about a year after the settlement closed for people to get their paychecks. So people get paid either you'll get paid either via snail mail, PayPal, Venmo, Zelle. It really depends on the settlement. In this case, I received a check in the mail, and a lot of other people reported receiving checks of I think of up to over $1,000, and no proof was required. This settlement did not require any documentation to file a claim.
And is there any other fees, hidden fees, or anything like that people should know about?
Good question. So if you're ever asked to pay a fee to submit a claim, avoid it. Do not. Claim forms will never ask for your personal details like social security or your credit. Never enter your credit card, never enter your social security. If you're asked to be charged for something, it's probably a scam, or it's probably some other company trying to make money off of your potential claim.
Yeah.
Usually the claim forms are very simple. So something like if we go back to the Milwaukee one, the one that you pointed out.
Oh yeah, let's go. Let's try that one.
Let's go through one.
Let's try that one. Let's try the Milwaukee, and it says you could get up
to $20.
Up to $20, and with proof
up to $100.
Yeah.
So if we click on submit claim here, it'll take us to the claim form.
So you put all the information: your name, your last name, your address.
We don't want that to show up, but yeah. We want name, address, city, state. That's so that you can be reached. Your email, and then you'll be given options. Option 1 is probably if you don't have any proof of purchase. Option 2 is if you do have proof, then you have to attach.
There it says right there.
Maybe a receipt or an Amazon PDF of your receipt, and then below you could choose what kind of payout method you want. So you could get paid by mail here, Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, prepaid card, and this is pretty typical for settlements like this. As you can see, no one is asking you for your credit card information, so never provide that. And there's only your name, address, email, and that's so that the settlement administrators could include you in the payouts.
And I'm sure people are worrying about their privacy, and they don't want their email or their address to be public, to be sold to some other websites or whatever. Their information is not going to go anywhere, right?
So these class action lawsuits are settled through various district courts or circuit courts in the U.S. And as you can see here, the domain here, the website is Bonded Abrasive Disc Claims. This is the Milwaukee claim website. You could look up this website in particular and do your research. But these settlements are administered by the court through a third party that is not allowed to resell your information.
Okay.
They should only take your information for the sake of distributing funds or validating these claims.
Okay. Easy way to make money, and all you have to do is just this few steps and you submit it and that's it.
Just a few steps and then you wait. It could be anywhere from months. If sometimes there's appeals to these lawsuits and settlements, it could take in some cases years. But to me, this is the kind of thing I do is I check these websites periodically, file claims for settlements that I think I believe I qualify for. And it's only a couple minutes of basically browsing through these settlements and finding the settlements that I qualify.
Can you follow the lawsuit online to see where is that? Like at which point is it at?
You could go to openclassactions.com and there will be updates on this website on the news section. If you go to the news section, you'll see updates to various settlements and various stages of these class actions. But you really don't need to monitor these class actions because typically, again, months to maybe a year or two until you see a payout in most cases. So it's really a minimal amount of work for you as a claimant.
Can I file a claim for cash if I don't qualify?
No, you should not file a claim if you don't qualify.
So don't lie.
Do not lie because you'd be committing perjury. For the ones that require no proof, they don't require documentation, but that doesn't mean that you should lie and file a claim anyway.
I want to do that.
For instance, for this, there's a Suave deodorant class action that pays up to $10 with no proof. It doesn't ask for documentation because who's going to keep receipts for deodorant from 6 years ago?
Exactly.
Right? But if you know that you purchased this kind of deodorant, and it'll say it in the article here on openclassactions.com, for instance, how do I qualify? And it'll list which specific deodorant products qualify for the class action. If you didn't purchase one of these two, then don't file a claim because you'd be breaking the law.
What are some examples of where people got paid a lot of money?
So the ATM fee class action was one really big one. Another one recently was a contact lens class action that paid out over $1,000 per claimant. That was a no proof, so contacts.
No proof, $1,000?
This one already closed. It paid up to $2,000. The total settlement was $75 million. So if you do the math, it's hundreds of thousands of people or tens of thousands got paid four figures in this one for people that bought certain brands of popular contact lenses like these Daily Aqua, Comforts, AccuView branded contact lenses. Occasionally these big ones come up.
So for example, if I wanted to submit this one, what would be the qualifications for this one?
Well, this one's already closed, but this was closed sometime last year, and it's already paid out as of April. But just to give you an example, the requirement here is that you purchased one of these brand contact lenses here. From these dates, from June 1st, 2013 to December 2018. And usually there's other requirements, like you should be a resident of the United States, not in this case, but in some cases, maybe a specific state or a specific city. But in this case, I think this was open to the entire, anyone in the US that purchased one of these branded lenses